Hi, it's Krista at the Secret Yarnery. Welcome to Crochet Podcast, episode 171. Gotta check, I'm recording, got sound. Okay, I'm good. It is September, I can't believe it. Where has the summer gone? Although I enjoyed it a lot. I did a lot more crocheting than I planned on. I planned on just relaxing with the kids, but I was so inspired with the cold weather, I crocheted a lot. So you saw this at the end of the last podcast. We're jumping right into finished objects, by the way. This is, oh, I gotta bring it over. Come here, sweetie. Isn't it gorgeous? This is my Flower Bouquet Poncho. The neckline of it, I'm just going to let her wear it today. The neckline is fabulous. It's so nice and smooth, like a nice boat neck. It's really great. Nice straight panels, and then, of course, a gorgeous floral bouquet at the bottom. So if you're not wearing it, you can bunch it up and have a gorgeous bouquet. It's fabulous. Written pattern already out, of course, tutorial and all that good stuff. Let me move her over. I'm already starting to sweat. Can you see it? Not yet? Good. Thank you. I'm not putting it on. Anyway, next finished object. Oh, I got to go. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's someone that bought a pattern. Thank you. Next, we're going to do granny squares. I went on a bender. I was trying to think, what can you crochet in your summer? Most people's summer, except Australia and me and South Africa. And wherever else you are in the Southern Hemisphere, but that's generally where we're from. And I was like, granny squares are great because they are not big. You're not sitting underneath crochet. I'm going to open this door for a sec. Hold on. I need some air. Whew. Okay, that's better. Just the look of air will make me feel cooler. All right, so starting chronologically. Ooh, this one. The original log cabin granny square, which I love. So it is it's a real log cabin, meaning you only work on one side of the granny square at a time. Right? I love all the colors. I love everything about it. It got me on a bender of mix and match granny squares. I want to make flat granny squares. We all know I went into a whole floral bouquet, bloomscape cal, crochet along, 13 mix and match 3D flower granny squares. I want flat ones. I want flat granny squares that you can mix and match with any 5-round granny. So I did. We did the log cabin. This is already a tutorial. This is the 5-round granny, which is not a tutorial yet. I'm going to do it as a tutorial though. So that just so you can see that it mixes and matches. But that's the size it'll fit. Also did the horizontal stripe granny square, also mix and match. Also did diagonal granny square, also still does the mix and match. You can also do the diagonal with more stripes or thicker stripes. Same mix and match. And this gorgeous one, this is the stacking A-frame. You know, like an A-frame, it's a log cabin, but this is the roof of a log cabin. It's on 2 sides. So you end up with less tails. Of course, the log cabin, you have more tails because every side has tails. It's twice as many tails as changing color every row. So it's quite a few tails, but it's gorgeous and it's worth it. And you got to do it. If you do it this way, where you do 2 sides, let me just show you. If you can see that. So this is 2 sides. So it's the A-frame of the log cabin. And this is like just the logs of the cabin. So less tails. This works out to the same amount of tails as changing color every round. It's not a big deal. So it kind of feels like it goes faster. But this, of course, is just straight up gorgeous. Right? But that's the perk of doing the A-frame, less tails to sew in. And they all mix and match. So these are... Well, the A-frame is coming out. It's coming out next weekend, I think. This weekend or next weekend. You'll see when I show you my next finished object. It depends. Will you tell me what you want to see first? but it also depends on when I can get the patterns written, so bear with me. But this is going to be, the rest of them are already tutorials and written patterns and free blog posts. This is going to be soon. Can't wait for it. Did I just skip ahead? No, I didn't. Kind of I did. No, I didn't. Okay, fine. Then, see, we're not even done. How many granny squares was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. I did 4 granny squares. I love it. Then I got a comment on Etsy. I got a request on Etsy. And normally I can't accommodate requests because I am like, all right, I know what I need to, I'm filming tutorials and writing patterns all the time. So it's very hard to get a space where I can fit something else in that that was unintentional. But I got a request from someone asking for help for a Mickey Mouse pattern, and she had permission from the author to send it to me for me to help her with it. I declined the request for the pattern because I feel like that's copyright, and I don't dabble in that. I don't watch other crochet channels that do tutorials. I just try to keep myself in my own little brain and doing my own little thing so nobody can come up and be like, oh, that was my idea and you stole blah, blah, blah. No, because I didn't see it because I don't look. Thankfully, I'm busy enough with my own yarn where I can manage that. So, but I looked at it, like I looked at a picture and it was kind of like 3 circles and I'm like, I could do 3 circles. And then I'm like, oh, I am doing granny squares. So let me start with the bag of fails. I'll show you how it began. Now, if you are joining us for the live chats, remind me to tell you why it's not a live chat today, by the way. You would have seen this first granny square, which of course is not a square, it's a rectangle. But I mean, it's kind of cute. The stitches are not the same amount on any side. It's a hot mess. I put them in order. I did a stack in order. So now I know, I can tell you, like literally this is the first one. Now the second one, I gave up on the black because I'm like, maybe it's not working out because of the black yarn. You can't really see where you're at. So I did it with my standard pink and green. I like it. It's still not, it's not the right number of stitches and it's not a square. Now I'm sitting in the car. My kids are playing soccer. I'm sitting in the car for like 2 hours and all I'm doing is making Mickey Mouse granny squares, listening to a podcast. And this was the next one. Now I like it. It's not right. See, it's wider at the top and skinnier at the bottom. So stitch count is still off. But I'm liking the ears. I mean, the ears are getting kind of cute. Next one. It's getting a little more square, but it's still not square. Like it's just not right. But it's getting better. Then I'm like, what if I just went around twice, evened it out on the second round? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, it kind of worked. I think I also did some double crochets in the side. I kind of shrunk it down here. I don't know if I like the shrunk down thing. It's really shrunk down here. And then I did another one in the 2 rounds. It's still not right. I tried again in the 2 rounds. It's still not right. See, it's so skinny at the bottom and so fat at the top. Like, she folded in half. There's extra stitches here. Then I'm getting pretty close. I went back to just treble crochets. I'm like, that is pretty square. Like if you looked at it, that's pretty square. There's something I did different in it, but it's still pretty square. Pretty happy with it. And I think this one, I think that one worked out. It's actually square with the right number of stitches. So that was something. That was the evolution of it. And then my kids were done soccer at the very last square. And I was like, okay, good, we can go home. And I felt so successful because not only did I watch my kids play soccer, but I got a pattern like hammered out. So it was very successful. Then I'm like, okay, let me go back to the black yarn and try with the black yarn. And I also thought, go back to it just being a small square Mickey. Why does it have to be a big Mickey? It should just be a small Mickey. So let me show you the right way around. Yep. I made a small Mickey. So this is the Mickey center, and that is the Mickey with the border around, the yellow and red. I'm like, that is actually so cute. I also did one with the 2 rounds, but I kind of like, okay, so which one do you like better? The small Mickey or the big Mickey? Tell me in the comments. Small or big? It's all you got to type. S or M. Ha! I thought small is so cute because you get more Mickey opposed to more white. Do you know what I mean? So, I filmed the tutorial for it, and I have not done my ends because it's only for showing you. But I joined them together to show you how square they are when they're joined, because when they're not joined, it's still a little bit whoopy. Like it's a little bit bent, but it straightens up. I had this just in my whip basket, but it straightens up great when they're joined together. And I thought that is a good concentration of Mickeys. Mickey Mouse inspired, by the way. Of course, it is not a Disney product. It's circles of yarn, but Mickey Mouse inspired. I also did the continuous join as you go, just for this sample, but this is just to show you. So the tutorial already out is to make this cute little Mickey here. If you want to make the big Mickey, this Mickey here, this is included in the written pattern. So I show you how to do both sizes in the written pattern. But the tutorial is for this. But it got me on a bender, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Also during a live chat, which I hope you join us one day, if you can, if you're around, it's every Friday, 5 p.m. my time, which is 5 p.m. UTC plus 3, generally Friday morning in the West, Friday afternoon in Europe, and Friday very late at night in Australia. So then I got on a bender for, you're going to freak. You are going to freak. No, we talked about this in the live chat. We were like, okay, here's the setup. We're talking in the Friday live chat. And we're talking like, I didn't want to do the black. It was when I did the very first black Mickey Mouse, and it was kind of like, you know, seeing your stitches and figure out a stitch count in black yarn is probably not the move, right? So I'm like, what if we did like a super neon bright Andy Warhol-inspired Mickey Mouse blanket? I'm like, I'm down for that. I would do that like today. So guess what I did? Are you ready for it? Oh, I'm going to do one of those rolls. Hold on. I'm going to roll it up, and then I'm going to drop it for you. You're going to freak out. That's all I'm saying. I might have to stand up and do it. I did it the wrong way. I rolled it the wrong way. Did I? No. Did I? Yes. No. Huh? How do you roll something? I'm so confused. Yeah, I did it the wrong way. It's all fun and games until you're looking at something upside down. Okay, I almost got it. You're going to freak. You're going to have to shut your eyes, I'm telling you. Because I'm going to have to get up and walk there. You're shutting your eyes. Okay. Get ready to freak out. What? Isn't that great? I'm bringing it closer. Andy Warhol, Mickey Mouse inspired blanket. Check out the border. Isn't that like just like on? It's 100%. 100% in love with it. I mean, in my mind, you know the Marilyns, when he did Marilyns. If you don't know Andy Warhol, like my kids don't know Andy Warhol. I'm like, what? If you don't know Andy Warhol, very famous artist in the 60s and 70s who was known for taking something normal and changing the colors of it to make it something psychedelic. So he would, like Marilyn's face, in a grid with using different colors for each photo. Same photo, but different colors to change it. I also did the soup can, tomato soup can, and things like that. Anyway, this is my Andy Warhol-inspired Mickey Mouse Granny Square blanket with fabulous border, which doesn't have a name yet. Now the border, number one, check out how great it is. Can you see that? And the corners, like ears. I mean, it's so cute. It's perfect for the blanket. I tried so many, again, in the car. I think I was at the dentist this time. Because in my mind, I was going to do a big chunk of white because I wanted the Andy Warhol center to be framed. I wanted that to be the spike of color, not the border. Or at least a big enough white border for the colors on the edge to be a highlight to frame it all in. But I just felt it made it look cheap or dumb or silly. So then I also tried just single crochet, and then I just tried single crochet with some picots. But then I'm like, boom, this is what I wanted. It's really great. So this will be a tutorial. I filmed it. It's just getting edited, and I made a lot of mistakes. Well, I didn't make a lot of mistakes. I changed it a lot, getting the border to lay absolutely flat, getting the squares to join perfectly, getting everything, like look at the join. It's perfect. I also teach you how to do join as you go. So yes, we have to do tails for our squares, but for the white, two tails. So super great. I use 1 ball of yarn of 5 colors and then 3 balls of white for all this greatness here. So that is my current obsession. I'm in love with it. Look at the border. Isn't it dreamy? Like just in a nice white. So that is my love right now. Hopefully, if the stars align and I get that pattern written out, it'll be coming out this weekend. If not, it's coming out next weekend. So you're going to be in luck either way. Now, Anthony, my youngest, has also been on a crochet bender this summer. I'm going to show you what he has, well, his finished objects, plus his whip, plus his own surplus yarn collection. But first, I just want to give a big thank you to all of you amazing channel members. If you have been with me for a while, you've noticed that membership has changed from this to that, to this, to that, to this, to that. I have just wanted to have a way of thanking or appreciating channel members without discouraging people that aren't able to join. And for me, I feel like community is the most important part, but membership really does help me make more videos. It helps me get better equipment. It helps me get better lights. It helps me get yarn. It helps feed my kids. So all of those things, I just want to say thank you to all the channel members. What I'm going to do is like something like this. So the more you support the channel, the bigger your name. And we're going to have these in all of the podcasts. So if you're thinking of being a member, I would really appreciate it. It does help me make more videos. And it also gives you little emojis that you can use in live chats or even commenting under the video. So your comments are seen a lot easier. So it's just a really fun and great way for us to all connect and just see who is a channel member if you are. If you're not a channel member, I still appreciate you. Another way you can support the channel is just by watching all the way to the end, not skipping ads, sharing on your social media, or just recommending the channel to someone who is learning how to crochet. Speaking of learning to crochet, I'm working on a beginner tutorial, a beginner video. So you will be able to give that out to your friends to be like, oh, you want to learn how to crochet? Here you go, watch this. It is just in the, well, we're still working on it, but I'm really excited about it. It'll be coming out probably in October. Maybe sooner, maybe not, but it's around that time. So I'm really excited about that. And while we are all hanging out here appreciating our channel members, what do you want to crochet this fall? Is there a tutorial you would like me to do? Is there something you want to work on your own? I was thinking of some chunky yarn pumpkins, but I'll be showing you that when we get to Anthony's own personal yarnscape or yarn collection. So let me just get that ready. So thank you for all your support, and also thank you for helping me buy a proper camera. So you'll notice now my tutorials are filmed in 4K, good lighting, so like everything's great, I think, about them. If you have a suggestion, please let me know in the comments. And back in the day, of course, I did not have such luxury. I just had whatever camera our family had. I had my tripod zip tied to my window, and I had to wait. There was a certain amount of time during the day where it was bright enough but not sunny enough, and I could film a tutorial if no one in the neighborhood was cutting their grass. So that's when I filmed this beauty here. This is the Marble Stack Tote. It has a solid bottom. I just went to the grocery store. This is about 10 years ago. Went to the grocery store, found a cute little tray, and then built the base the size of the tray that I had. Of course, now you can go to a craft store and get a bag base to use. But that's what I had back in the day. And I did it in a 3-part series. So I did doing the single crochet for the bottom of the bag. Then I did doing the marble stack or the Moroccan tile. And then I did the handles at the top. So it was a 3-part video, and it was just hard to find. I'm sure we all know how hard it is to find a video on YouTube, especially one that was made a decade ago. So I've put this together into a new video. Well, it's not a new video, it's the old video, but I put it together as one video so that you can also see how much your support has helped me get camera equipment and all the upgrades and changes that your support has given me. So go and check it out. I'm going to link it down below when it's available, but it should be about the same time as this video. So you can go and check out and make your own Marble Stack Tote, Moroccan tile tote, including making your own buttons so you can close your bag without any sort of hardware. And it's a really cute bag. So I hope you enjoy that tutorial, and I hope you also give yourselves a big pat on the back for helping me make better videos. Right? Okay, now we are ready for Anthony's finished objects. Oh, I gotta go get them. They're over there. Hold on. Okay. So his first finished object, well, I'd say finished. He has to sew in his tails. Apparently I have to teach him how to sew in his tails. He was, I'll just cut. He said he's just gonna cut them off. And then look what happened. He just cut it off. Well, thankfully that's at the end that I can go back, but oh my gosh. Okay, so I might just do his tails for him. I changed color for him at the end of the rows, and I did frog it a couple times, but he made himself a cute scarf in his favorite colors. So this is his drip. That's what he wears. He wears white, tan, and gray. So he made a white, tan, and gray scarf. His edges are pretty good. I did frog it back a couple times and get caught back up if he's the beginning and ends. He didn't want to use a stitch marker. So you can see here. He didn't want to use a stitch marker to mark the beginning and ends. And then halfway through, he realized it's not a bad thing. Use a stitch marker. So he finished this up. I told him he can only have one whip at a time. So mean, right? Anyway, he did. I'll finish his tails for him and fix that. I can't believe he's just cutting off his tails. He wanted to use my big, thick, chunky yarn, which he did. He busted, I think, 24 balls of that super chunky, thick baby chenille, they call it here. But it is that really thick yarn. He used all of it. Maybe I can do it in half. 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 It's huge, right? So it's pretty much like a massive bed runner. He used a 12mm crochet hook, and then he loved it. He was doing half double crochet. He loved it. That's all he wants to do now. Half double crochet and this yarn with a 12mm hook. He wanted to take it to school. It's a pretty big project, and if you lose my hook, let me just say, I only have one 12mm. Don't play. Anyway, he took it to school, and then he realized it was quite large. So he hasn't taken it to school twice. I don't think he even worked on it that day. But now, isn't this yarn so cute? It is like that. So really fat and really great. So we made it almost twice as wide. So it's going to be a proper size blanket. And now he's working across. Let me grab. Can you see that? He's done this much, half double crochets, using stitch markers to mark the first and last stitch. And he just whips along at it. Oh, he was like, take a video. I took a video of him. So this is him crocheting his blanket. Originally, we had planned to do 2 cakes of this multicolor, and then a ball of green, and then 2 balls of multicolor, and then a ball of green. But how the colors were working together, it just looked nice just using this whole complete color, like not changing. And I also got orange to go around the outside. I still might use orange to go around the outside just to kind of like make it happy and fresh. I would use turquoise if they had it, but I haven't found a turquoise that's not like baby turquoise. But guess what that got me thinking of? Super fast, easy, chunky chenille pumpkins for fall. Haven't started it. I actually saw the yarn today. I was like, that looks like pumpkins. I was like, it looks like pumpkins. So we'll see if I get around to that, but that would be pretty fun. So maybe a 10mm hook, it should be pretty quick. So that is all the crochet happiness that's been happening around the yarnery. Let me know what's on your hook in the comments down below, and anything you'd like to see in an upcoming video or a question you'd like me to answer. And I'm waiting for you in that video right there. Stay hooked. Oh my gosh, I think I have battery. I think I have sound. Woo! I think I'm even in time. I have to take my kid to the gym. What time is it? He has to be there at 1 o'clock. 12:48. Oh my! I'm still nailing it as a mother. It doesn't happen very often. Oh my gosh. Okay, have a super great day. Hold on, I forgot to tell you. Okay, I've dropped Mir at the gym. I'm back. I have to go pick him up when he's done. I forgot to tell you why there's no live chat today and why we're doing a podcast instead. It's not parent teacher. What is it? It's like a parent night at the kids' new school. So Anthony, Oliver, and Tanea are all going to a 1-year-old brand new senior school in our neighborhood. And none of them, they're all coming home saying, I don't have homework. It's just confusing. So they're having a parent night, and I think I have to go. Not my favorite thing to do, but I just need to know the procedures of this school, where the homework, like, where do I find out what homework, all the things you have to do as a parent. So I got to do that instead of hang out with y'all. So I'm hanging out with you early. I'll probably be sitting there on my phone chatting with y'all. So thanks for that. And that's what's up. Anyway, now I'm back. I got to clean up you want to see how messy my room is? Don't tell anybody. Look. Devastating, right? Oop, oop. Oop. You're all sideways. Okay, so I got to clean that up. I'm probably not gonna. I got to stack it cuter. And I kind of want to work on one of those granny squares where it's like an optical illusion, like you're looking down into like boxes. I kind of want to do something like that, but I'm not sure what colors. Ooh, anyway, that's what's up. Hope you're having a super great day. Back at it. Stay hooked.